What's up, everyone? This is Nate, and I am here to wrap up the reviews and the ranking for the Imprint Walter Hill box set. Now, this is, of course, the actual name of it is Directed by Walter Hill. That is the name of the box set. There it is, Directed by Walter Hill from Imprint. This was my first Imprint box set that I got. So I've been going through every week reviewing the movies. I've already done, let's see, they were Hard Times. There was The Driver, The Long Riders, Johnny Handsome, Extreme Prejudice, and now this, the last one. And I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this because I do want to do a nice little ranking for you as well, and then let you know if I think the box set's worth it. The last movie is called Broken Trail, stars Robert Duvall and Thomas Hayden Church. Now, I'm going to be honest, there's a reason why I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it. And that's because it is not I guess it's a movie, but not really. It is a TV miniseries, okay? So this was a miniseries. I don't know where it played. I didn't really look it up. I just know it was a miniseries. I believe it was like a two-parter, and it was like two-hour episodes, I guess. The movie, in this way, with no commercials or anything, is 3 hours. But it still has all those little breaks, like where a commercial would be, which I hate. It for me, okay, full disclosure, I'm not a TV guy. So, for me, it always kind of irks me. So I'm going to give you my thoughts on this in a set. But before I do, if you would please consider subscribing to the channel and hit the bell icon. That way you get notified every time new videos drop. Give me a thumbs up down below so that more people can see the video, and leave me a comment with your overall thoughts if this is something you're interested in buying or not after I'm done giving my rankings. So yeah, Broken Trail. It's good. It is good. It's a good miniseries. It's a good TV movie. But it feels like a TV movie. The rest of these movies felt like actual. I don't like to say actual movies or fake movies, but you know the difference between a television movie and a theatrical released movie. And this definitely looks like TV. It feels like TV. There are some scenes where Robert Duvall is talking and it's a night scene and he'll be talking and kind of the way the camera is angled, and they have it definitely like a green screen where it has the up above the stars are shining, and it looks like it just doesn't look amazing. The storyline is interesting enough. It's this uncle and nephew played by Duvall and Thomas Hayden Church, who are both really good in the movie, and they're doing this job taking these horses, and they end up coming in contact with these 5 Chinese girls who are being sold into sex slavery pretty much. And the person who's responsible for it tries to rob them, and they end up getting stuck with these girls. I don't want to say much more. It's a 3-hour movie, okay? In this form, it's 3 hours. You can watch it in parts. On the disc, it says part 1, part 2, or you can watch it all together. I just watch it all together, and I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it, but it's not, for me, it's not like a traditional movie. And I don't know how many times I'd ever want to rewatch it. It's a Western. It's set in 1898, but it's the kind of Western, it almost doesn't feel like a Western. It feels more just like a frontier type movie, which I guess they're similar, but it's not like, little town, dusty, the dusty town with the saloons. And yeah, there's parts where they go into little towns and stuff, but it just doesn't play like that sort of Western. So I don't know. I thought it was fine. If I had to give it a score, I'd give it a 7 for a TV movie. It's, not my favorite kind of thing to watch, but it is well made. And Walter Hill did a good job. I mean, for a TV movie, it is very, very, very good. But still, it's a TV movie, and I just couldn't. I like watching it. I knew it. I was like, I feel like I'm watching a show. So anyway, I'm going to do a quick ranking of the movies in this box set, worst to first. Worst. Even though I gave another movie a lower score, Broken Trail is going to be it's going to be in the 6th spot for me. And that's just because I've already said it. I don't want to say TV movie again, but there, I just said it. It's not my cup of tea, but it's very good. But I put it last just for that reason. Now, the lowest score and the movie I would rank next is Extreme Prejudice. McNulty, if you want to see the review, you go back to that video. But it's good. It's good, but it's just good. It doesn't really do too much to elevate it beyond that. Next will be another Western, and that is The Long Riders. This is a cool concept. Casting all these brothers in these roles as actual brothers. It was pretty cool. There's some really good action at the end of the movie, but some of the other parts kind of drag, and it was there's some boring elements. But overall, I thought it was a solid Western movie. And the number 3 for me or yeah, the third best is going to be Hard Times with James Coburn and Charles Bronson. I never even heard of this movie, and I liked it. They go around, they do a little fight club. Of course, you can watch my review for it in full, but I ended up really enjoying this movie. I like Charles Bronson, so I thought it was a good time. Number 2 is going to be Johnny Handsome, which was the last review I just did last week. This movie was very weird, but I liked the concept. I liked the cast in this. You got Mickey Rourke, Ellen Barkin, Morgan Freeman, Forrest Whitaker, like a really good cast. And this felt kind of like the pulpy, but also like sort of over the top movie that I like that Walter Hill does, where it's not very realistic at all, but it works. So Johnny Handsome, number 2. And I think the best movie in this set, it just happens to be the only 4K. That has nothing to do with it. But The Driver was awesome. Again, definitely an inspiration for the movie Drive, which I do love. But this movie was cool. Okay, this is a cool movie. It's got some really, really cool car chase scenes, a good cast. Ryan O'Neal, Bruce Dern is in there. A very interesting and fun movie to watch, honestly. So that's how I would rank this box set. Now, is it something that you should purchase? Well, at this point, this set's like sold out. As far as I know, you can't buy it from Via Vision is the site. It's Australian. So you would have to get it secondhand, and they're pretty expensive. And at that price point, do I think it's worth it to purchase? I would say only if you are a diehard Walter Hill fan and you really want to have, like all the movies in his filmography. All these Blu-rays are great. Like they look great. Some of them have a lot of features, bonus discs. One of them, again, is in 4K. So in that regard, if you are a diehard, I would say get it. If you are not, I would say no. I don't think if you're just sort of discovering Walter Hill and you just found out about him, and then you're going to drop close to $200 maybe on the box set, I would not do it. I would not recommend. So for casual, even if you're a movie fan, but you're not really familiar with Walter, I would say see some other stuff first. Check out The Warriors. The Driver has its own separate Blu-ray. I know Johnny Handsome's getting a 4K from Kino. Like maybe seek them out in that way over the box set. So I'm not going to recommend the box set. Even though I like it and I'm keeping it, I would not say that this is just for everybody and any old person. So anyway, that's my thoughts on this box set. I'm going to be starting another movie box set where I'll be reviewing the movies and then giving you a ranking at the end. And it's going to be the Mel Brooks collection, which is a Blu-ray box set. And I'm going to start that next week. And until then, take it easy.